Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. This one will be fair caught. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
And the receivers got it. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And the Noles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. It's an option look. It's a quarterback keeper. The back's got it on the pitch. Running with purpose. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Or a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
And the wideout goes in motion. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
The Horned Frogs have first and 10 here. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Breaking tackles. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, TCU. Solid debut for this offense.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The Florida State offense on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They're going to run the option. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And the ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Second down now after the sack. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're trying to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield at the 42.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Noles looking to run some tempo here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the option play here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. TCU 10, Florida State 0.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Here's the option play. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. TCU offense takes the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Ball carrier tackled there.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Third down play for this offense. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And the defense bows up and stuffs him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quarterback's got it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled after the catch. The Seminoles come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Offense takes the field now. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Oh, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
Crucial third down play right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal. And the running back takes the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT puts him up 13 now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot here. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him?
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll run the option. Quarterback still with the football. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Knowles.
Boy, this is a huge score, not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
20 seconds. Florida State 14.
And the Noles will kick this deep to begin the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense is back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Third down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He'll drop back here on third down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive rolling. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Here's the handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. Let's see if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Breaking free at the 35. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. But the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, Accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Knowles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's a reverse. Aiming for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the TCU offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And they get the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. This one will be fair caught. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the breaks clear. End zone ahead.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Seminoles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 3rd down. offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They're going to run the option. He decides to keep it here. Picks up the foot. Got space. Looking to score. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense really clicking.
And this quarterback is everything you're looking for when it comes to executing the option play. He's got speed, he has instincts, has a great feel at the mesh point, and seems to make this defense pay for it every single time they call.
And the extra point was up and good. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front line up. It's first down. They'll test the right side here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Well, he escaped, but couldn't get rid of the football. And he goes down for a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very looking to make a play deep downfield. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and boot it away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. And one final play before the end of the quarter. As the first down still on the move. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Third quarter with the score. TCU 40, Florida State 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. And the Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Trying to run it with the option. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. The Noles are in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Pitches to the back. Touchdown, Knowles. Trying to come all the way back. That's an important score. We've got one possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to melt the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
They're going to run it here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it second and medium. The shotgun handoff here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Horned Frogs are looking to keep this drive going. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Finding space at the 20. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That's another touchdown for this running back. You can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Now here's the toss play. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the option play here. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here's the option play. Quarterback keeps the football. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Seminoles. This game is far from over.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And then first down, right back to the running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.